My name is Shali and welcome to my channel. So, first things first. My name is Shali Ndafashipala. I'm Namibian. By day, I am an accountant and I've studied some Namibian labor law. And on weekends and around 2 a.m. at night, I'm a writer and a graphic designer, and sometimes I paint. And I started this channel because I have a blog on which I publish the things that I write, and I thought maybe it's about time to take the next step. And so with the blog, you're quite limited to what you can say and how much you can interact with people. But the beauty of YouTube and videos is that I can now have interviews with people and really interact on a different level. So yeah, so that's why I'm here. That's why you're here, I hope. And I hope that you subscribe to the channel, and also follow the blog. The blog is called Ndapiwa Shali Writes. It's I'll put all the information in the description below so you can follow and subscribe, and also follow me on YouTube and Instagram, and we can have conversations. So this is my first video, and so I thought I would do a little bit of introduction of of myself. If you have any questions, I guess you could I think you can write to me, or you can post your questions down low if there's anything that you'd like me to in the comment section, if there's any question you'd like me to answer, or you can follow me on Instagram, DM me, and yeah. So the point of the channel, as I said, is just to get conversations going, and the conversations I like to have are around mental health and around or mental wellness, as I love to say, and also just around life in Namibia and life in the world as a human being, as how we interact with other human beings, and just basically how we can make the world a better place for ourselves and for everybody else. So yeah, so welcome, and we'll get right into it. So I just had to remove my glasses because there was a bit of a reflection on the light. So the first video we're gonna do, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have my tablet, my iPad here for a second, just so I can refer back to a few notes. So what I'm talking about today is actually something I had blogged about. It's something I wrote way back when in 2016, and then recently, excuse the background noise, there might be a little bit of background noise because I'm filming from home and it's a little bit loud just outside my place. So what I'm talking about today is 7 life hacks that I really wish I knew when I was younger. They're just about self and about interactions with people. And so I wrote this in 2016, and I was going through my blog and sort of cleaning up my blog and trying to see if there's anything that I'd written before that I'm like, well, don't believe in that no more, or if there's a way that I could edit or improve better. Maybe I'm better versed in what I'm trying to say now than the things I wrote when I was younger. And I came across this. So initially it was called like All My Truth, All My Lies, and All My Secrets, and then I realized that maybe I should change it a little bit. So now it's 7 life hacks that I wish I knew when I was younger. So I want to share that with you. They're about relationships, any interpersonal relationships. So like relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, family relationships, work, all of that really falls under this umbrella. So let's get going. Numero uno. We're all ugly to somebody. Don't trip. I love that. I read it, I think a tweet a while, like years ago, and it really got stuck in my head. Like, listen, we're all ugly to somebody. Okay, it's not the end of the world. You are not going to be everybody's favorite. I think I saw a tweet that said, like, unless you're Beyonce or Nutella, like, not everybody's gonna love you, and that's okay. And I think though that in as much as that's okay, rejection hurts. It hurts terribly. It hurts from whoever it's coming from. It hurts especially when it's coming from somebody who you were vulnerable with, or a group of people that you were vulnerable with and you felt that you could trust, and they're just like, no, you're not enough, or you're too much. And yeah, it's okay. Sometimes you need to take that punch with you, keep it rolling. If there is any merit in what somebody is saying to you with regards to maybe you can improve this or that or the third, sure, take it. But make sure that the advice you're taking comes from a place of love and not from the type of criticism that just breaks you down. So it should be constructive criticism and not just like for the sake of making you feel bad about yourself. So don't ever feel that you're not valuable. You are, and you are amazing. And unfortunately, not everybody is going to see that, and not everybody is aligned to your frequency in life. So it's okay. It's okay. Don't trip about it. It's all right. Keep it moving. Number 2, you need to heal. And you need to heal for you. So we've all gone through rejections and heartbreaks and all sorts of trauma, like really deep trauma. And a lot of the time it sort of just becomes a comfort zone. And then you can choose to sort of stay in that area in life where you're sort of just going around with a filter of like pain and like I don't do anything, I don't talk to anybody I don't like because, you know, and or I don't let people in. And you can do that and it's safe, but it's also very limiting. And the only person you're really punishing by doing that is yourself. Because most of the time, the people that hurt you are living their lives, not even thinking about you twice. Or they're not thinking, oh, I'm not gonna carry on with my life because that person that I hurt in 93 or in 2017 is, you know, they've shut down their life and they don't let people in anymore and it's because of me, so I'm not gonna carry on. They're gonna carry on. They're gonna live their lives fully. So you deserve the same. So healing isn't really about forgiving other people for themselves. It's more about loving yourself enough to give yourself the opportunity to live again a full, happy life. And healing is also a ongoing process. So a lot of the things that I have discovered is I thought I had healed from, and then whoa, trigger warning or trauma warning, and I see it. It's not. There's no sort of setup for it. I just wake up one day and something happens, and this is completely, you know. So I realize that this is if I really want to heal from something, I need to constantly make a conscious decision that this is no longer going to hurt me and it cannot dictate my life. And if something brings up that trauma or that hurt again, that I will make a decision as to how I react to it and how I move forward. So yeah, heal. Number 3, nothing is obvious. Wow, this one I learned very recently, like 2016. So you know when you say things like, no, but obviously they should know how I would react to this, and obviously they should know how I would feel about this, or it's obvious what I meant. It is not. And let me tell you why it's not. Because we are not one person. Every single person, whatever is obvious to you, right, has become obvious because of the way you were raised, because of your experiences, because of your education, because of your personal convictions, and because of the way that your brain is wired. So all of these things are obvious to you because all of these very unique components have come together to create an opinion or form an opinion in you, right? And that's why it's obvious. So if you want to have healthy relationships, learn to communicate, learn to be patient, and learn to communicate in a way that is kind and honest. So you need to be honest. You need to communicate in a way that's kind so that people can hear what you're saying when you differ, and you need to do so in a way that you're looking for a way forward. Always, like, what is the way forward from here, from this disagreement, or from what I thought someone was supposed to know is obvious, but clearly it's not. Joy, number 4. Joy is usually found in the places that we are most afraid to look. Joy is found in the places that you are too afraid to explore, in the people you're too afraid to forgive or to talk to. My neighbor, sorry. It's found in the job that you're too afraid to apply for the qualification that you're too afraid to apply for. That degree might be what you need to kickstart, you know, that job that you want to start, that new endeavor, the new business you want to start, but fear holds you back. So joy is usually found in the places that we are too afraid to look or too afraid to explore. So you need to take the leap. You need to take the leap. Number 5, love people more than things. It's that simple. Love people more than things. Love people more than money, more than your perfume, your watches, your jewelry, your house, your whatever, your Apple products. Love people, because people bring something that is completely different to your life, something that material possessions could never. Love people more than things. Invest in people more than you do in things. In your relationships more than you do in things, in all types of relationships. And you will live a much more, I think, rewarding life. Number 6, actions trump words. I always say this when people say things like, oh, I miss you. Like, you know, you post something on social media, right? So it's like a picture and somebody says, I miss you in the comments. And you're like, but you have my number. You could, you know, call me and we could have coffee if you really missed me. Maybe you just like saying you miss me. So if you mean something, you would put actions behind it, right? So actions always trump words. That is always my stance. Actions will always trump words. And then lastly, number 7, which is my absolute favorite sort of new motto or life, I don't know, it's getting a bit dark, is always give more than you take. Okay, so in relationships in all of their forms, right, you are usually, it's tit for tat, right? Or you get to a point where you are aware of your love languages, right? You're aware of the way you'd like to be treated. You're aware of the way you'd like people to talk to you, the way you'd like to be gifted, the way you would like to spend time with people, how you would like to be spoken to. You are aware of that of yourself most of the time. How aware are you of it for other people? So the people in your life, do you know how your partner, do you understand your partner's love language? Do you understand your family members, your mother's love language, your brother, your cousin, your father? Do you understand your co-worker's love language? Because that is important. If you're working in an environment, you need to be a family. You need to be in an environment where you can talk to each other and you can have honest conversations and you gel well and you can see each other after work, and so you become sort of friends, especially if you work in a small group, right? I work in a very small group and those are my peoples. And you need to understand how other people want to be loved. In as much as you understand how much you want to be loved and you want other people to understand how much you want to be loved, you need to understand how much other people want to be loved, and then you need to pour that into them. But not only pour that into them, I think that you need to leave every situation. So if it's an interaction with people, if it's your work, if it's whatever, leave every situation. If it's even your interaction with the earth, right? Leave every situation better for having experienced you. Leave the earth a better place for you having existed. Leave your workplace a better place for you having worked there. Leave your relationships, the people that you are in relationships with, regardless of the nature, better off as human beings because they have interacted with you. So literally pour yourself into people, and there are rewards for it, and some people will take advantage, but we'll get into that in another video. But live a life that is more of you giving and pouring than of you taking. And it's getting dark, so the video is getting a little bit dark as well. And so I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this one. Please subscribe, please follow. Everything will be in the comments below, and welcome to my channel.